things that he says, but someone will hopefully get in the way of them. And I think you just have to note that so much of like the campaign surrogacy for the Donald Trump campaign from more savvy Republicans is just trying to like smooth out Trump's crazier edges. That was like half of what the vice presidential debate was on JD Vance's side, which is like, oh, you remember that?
Yeah, as long as there's no weird shenanigans here, this should be easily timed key.
Or going,
probably not a two-chest, but
yeah, cleanup crew.
Not
or
bad
like,
for
oh,
7
no, he's
deaths.
just trolling libs.
Couple of those
he's
are mine.
triggering libs. That was
Couple of those are
classic
mine.
excuse. But yeah, like so much of it is just trying to insist that despite saying and wanting to do things that Republicans always say and want to do, that he just won't be able to do it, or that broadly speaking Republicans won't be able to do it. Like that's the main way that people run interference with Republicans, just like pretending that all the things they say they want to do are just things that they're not going to do. They're just saying that. And that's very telling.
Because they're unpopular.
Yeah, we're just saying it, bro. We're not going to do
I don't think they'll try to
it.
steal the election thing. The whole point, Sagar, is that you're giving them 4 years in power to have repetitions toward these goals. Like that is that. And
You're getting reps in,
I
like Matt
skipped a
said.
bit ahead here, but we get to some of Sagar's politics.
And say the election was stolen and do literally whatever I say, no matter how outrageous or fraudulent it ultimately is. He doesn't mean like you're going to stand by my tariff policy.
I mean, we have no evidence of that. He's not currently in power.
No, because he literally said, I won't hire anyone who admits the 2020 election wasn't stolen. So that's the evidence.
Well,
it's his own words.
then we'll have a very, very small pool to choose from, and they're welcome to do that and pursue that policy if they want.
So you're wrong.
And they will be able to hire maybe like 5 people. Like, that's what I mean. Maybe if he really does that, then he's an idiot, and then people shouldn't vote for him. You can decide for yourself. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving my assessment of how I would look at it. Mass deportation.
If he does that after you vote for him, maybe you shouldn't vote for him. But anyway, here, this is the revealing part. Sorry.
Shouldn't vote for him. You can decide for yourself. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving my assessment of how I would look at it. Mass deportation, yeah. The libs are going to fight tooth and nail. Every Catholic charity and all these people are going to sue with some fake Hawaii judge to make it. So yeah, I support mass deportation. I want an attorney general that would make sure that that was legally executed. So it's one of those where what you think is radical, I think is actually necessary. And probably vice versa too.
So,
in terms of what legalizing weed.
One really violent day in which police officers could get.
Wow.
Wait, I want to hear the rest of what she had to say.
What, legalizing weed?
One really violent day in which police officers could get extraordinarily rough with impunity.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's not legal, or even probably like
calling out the military against your political opponents.
Again, I don't think that that's legal. It's never happened before. I mean, let's think about when's the last time that it happened.
Sagar, I just think that there's a real double standard in the way that you analyze his words versus the words of, you know, literally any Democratic politician.
I mean, I guess it just comes back to when we have.
You don't believe him.
Yeah, I actually just don't believe it'll happen. No, I believe.
You
I
count
believe
the ones that you
could.
like, and you say those ones will happen, but the ones I don't like,
No.
I'm just gonna.
I'll be honest.
Pretend those
and say
didn't
happen.
that if he could do it, I think that he would. But I believe in the American system enough to say that most of the shit's not going to happen regardless.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think that if he could do it, he would. I also think Democrats would do a lot of the stuff if they would. They literally indicted Trump. I mean, he indicted him under January 6th.
Committed crimes.
Huh? I mean, again, that's a
He
pretty
committed crimes,
subjective way of looking at it. And I don't think it would be all that easy. I just think, first of all, that probably punctures a
They
little bit.
also
of the
indicted
bubble.
Hunter Biden and Bob Menendez and Eric.
This is pretty crazy because we managed to get in 2 Mythic Plus, which we timed. Timed both of them. Didn't set a personal best on that Stonewall run, but it still moved up to be our 4th best. We set a personal best on a Miss Saturna Scythe, set a PR, and we also timed a Stonewall. We're not even 90 minutes into the stream. I remember not so long ago spending 90 minutes just waiting for an invite. That's pretty awesome.
Eric Adams. So
I mean, to Hunter Biden, it took what 5 years of crawling, to the bringing it into media story to actually get him charged. If he was any normal citizen, he would have been charged like a decade ago.
No,
so
he wouldn't. Oh my God! Okay,
he wouldn't have been charged
sorry.
at all. If he was any normal civilian, he wouldn't have been charged at all. Like that's ridiculous.
No, it was honestly, Sagar, he's so full of shit that I'm just like in awe. I mean,
This is 26 minutes of Sagar and Jetty being absolutely flailing because he's realizing he's full of shit and being exposed for it.
and Crystal's like incredibly talented and one of the best voices we have, honestly, on the left, like in this space right now. And you know, I feel for her having to deal with this crap all the time. But like, I mean, it just is incredible. She said it exactly right. He dismisses the things about Trump that he doesn't want to deal with, and the ones that he likes, oh well, that's definitely going to happen.
Did he sincerely believe all the defund the police? That was what Nancy Pelosi was saying, because at the time I was saying, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But he was hyperventilating about it and saying, it's just wild. It's just interesting. Yeah, the revelation that he supports mass deportation and considers that symmetrical to legalizing marijuana. Like, this is a right-wing guy born in 1992.
Also, he said that he says that he wants to have an attorney general to make the mass deportation regime legal as possible. Then he comes and goes, oh yeah, but I don't think it's going to get violent or the police are going to be cracking skulls because that would be illegal. But like you just said, that they could in fact change the law in such a way that would make something that is currently unthinkable and illegal legal, right? I mean, I think this kind of arguing works online. It works on Twitter. It works on X, where like if people start getting too hot on you, people start pinning you down with like why you don't make any sense, you can just disappear. You can just stop responding, and you can just like, oh well, I don't know, and drum your way out of the conversation to go pick on somebody who isn't as articulate on these issues, or how you're like logically not consistent. But it's a very bad type of arguing to do, like, you know, someone who knows what they're talking about. Also, when you can't leave, when you're a captive to this kind of arguing. It's like when Sam Bankman-Fried got on stand and started making like Twitter arguments about like why he shouldn't go to prison forever. And everyone's just like, sir, that doesn't work here. Like, I don't think you need to familiarize yourself with the law.
The look over here, the Democrats, the hypocrisy, the and the marijuana legalization. Oh God, the corruption of our culture. People are gonna be smoking doobies. I mean, give me a break. That's equivalent to what I just described about the systematic way that Donald Trump tried to overturn the results of the election on multiple fronts desperately. And the Jack Smith indictment, first of all, like, also, no mention in his view of the Supreme Court ruling of presidential immunity, by the way, which paves the way for him to do a lot of these illegal actions. Those guardrails have been decimated by the Supreme Court. But I can't get over how his argument at the beginning was the bureaucracy will protect you from Trump's madness, okay? Don't worry about it. Also, I support the purging of the federal bureaucracy under Schedule F. I mean, that's all you need to hear.
I also think that he made such an interesting point to, like, not interesting on purpose, but interesting in the context of the kind of problems that we have with information and media literacy in this country now, that, you know, things are the way they are, where, you know, he pretended like the things that she was saying was subjective. Like, it really calls into question the value of a show like this, or any debate with two sides of the political quote unquote spectrum that they represent, when there's just no agreed upon set of facts. There's no agreed upon mechanism by which we might establish an agreed upon set of facts. We're just like both saying things that we sort of believe, and one side might happen to be factually accurate, but the other side can, you know, pettifog to the point in which they just go like, oh, well, we're all entitled to our own opinion, as though that's what we're doing here. And so, like, I just think it's, you know, why even to have this show with her if you're not open to having not necessarily your mind changed, but at least acknowledging that some of the things that she's saying are it's factual, like not just like subjective.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys, no more time for calls today. Sorry. I'm gonna read some IMs.
I've just never heard that guy make it.
Well, I think before we watch a Taliesin joint, we'll take advantage of our success, and rather than make the babies wait 2 hours or 3 hours for a kitty break, I think we'll take a little kitty break right now. So I can see my babies. I want to see my babies. my lap too. D'Artagnan and Aramis, my little cuddle babies. I'm sure Aramis would love to take the being held like a baby position. Wouldn't you? Out of all the musketeers, Aramis loves being held like a widow baby the most. She is the whittlest baby. She loves to be held. My widow baby. Baby's still hungry. Baby's still I didn't leave up my break time. I just got up straight away. You know, I've been dealing with some cantankerous children. Some sweet babies. In fact, let me check on one more thing real quick. So yes, far too much drama going on right now. Guild drama from having a secret AOTC kill last night that most of the guild was not invited to. That certainly got a few people's hackles up. I won't go too far into that. No point in airing dirty laundry, but guild drama. That's why there was no raid tonight. And of course, kitty drama. Sweet little Rosencrantz has not been acting so sweet to the babies. And we've been trying to find an equilibrium. Where everyone can be happy and be okay. I hate that I have no money. There's a new Rucking Fountain drop and it's fucking cool as hell. Damn, a lot of these really are bangers. Like, a lot of these are bangers. Very sad to be in my having no money era. But it's fine. I was able to cop a fair amount of Rucking Fountain stuff when I was in my having money era. And I barely get a chance to wear it anyway, because I'm always working at the restaurant where you just wear all black. You just wear full black. But the good news is that Rosie and the kittens have at least kind of found their equilibrium in their drama. Rosie's still being a little fucked up to them, which makes me sad. But they are learning how to give each other space. Like now Rosie has figured out that she just generally does not want to come inside because if she comes inside, she'll be surrounded by the musketeers. She doesn't like that very much. So that makes me sad that she doesn't want to come inside as much anymore, but I can understand why. And it seems like they basically take turns when it comes to eating now. So she'll of course eat first, but then eventually she'll back off and let the babies eat. And that was actually why I took the break that I took. Because before I started my stream, 90 minutes ago, I of course put out food for everyone, and Rosie was there, and the babies were there. And I thought to myself, well, what's probably going to be pretty likely is Rosie will eat most of the food, and then the babies will still be hungry. But I saw something I didn't expect to see, which was Rosie and the babies mostly just hanging out and seemingly being cool. Not in a cuddle puddle, sadly, but you know, they were hanging out. No drama. But that also told me that Rosie was probably still hungry. And so I suspected she had shared the food with the babies in anticipation that if she did so, there'd be more food coming. And so I wanted to reward that behavior. I wanted to show her that she would be rewarded for letting the babies eat some food. But yes, let's get back to it. And let's maybe fuck around and do a 10. Let's fuck around and see if someone wants to have a real good time with a marksman hunter in Northern California and take him to a 10. Yeah, I've been a slut. I've been a huge slut. So what? If anything, it's made me even better at keys. It's made me great at keys. I still sometimes die to mechanics in a really ignoble and unfortunate way. But I'm only human. Declined? You would decline me? We're not so different, you and I. You know, you may have more than 2,500 rating, but I've got more than 2,300 rating, you know. We're not so different. It does suck that I can't be res. But I have been keeping an eye on my damage in these keys. I've been pumping. I've been doing a good job of pumping. I wish I knew how to use the deeper elements of details to like show how I did in the entire dungeon boss. But it's funny because even though I think of myself as like a single target specialist, that's usually what marksmanship has been, I feel like where I really shine is cleaving on all this motherfucking trash. I've been cleaving out of my mind on some of these big pulls. And it's been really working out. It's been really going great. But this is the ratchet effect of pugging keys. If you've two-chested the key before at that level, you'll probably get invited to it again at that level. If you want to go up a level, well, they're going to take a real good look at you But now I've got time 9s in the majority of my keys. Five of my 8 dungeons are either 1-chested or 2-chested keys. Better to see fulls than declines. Try specifically filtering for a few that I would enjoy doing to surface them. I'd even do a 9, even if it gives me no score. Because really all I'm trying to do is farm up my vault, so I need at least one more, and then I'm Gucci. And it'd be good to get a 10, but I'll settle for a 9. I'm knocking on the door of a 10. But if I can easily get a 9, I'll take a 9. Don't get it twisted. Or get it twisted. Fuck, it's your life. You want to get it twisted and have a good time getting it twisted. Where were we? Ah, yes. The new Taliesin joint. I missed another Taliesin stream to my unceasing chagrin. Oh Lord, give me another email job. That would be fantastic. But until that happens, until then, we will catch what he uploads to his 3rd channel, which he calls his 2nd channel. But it's his 3rd channel, and we'll never let him forget that.
No politics on here, because just like
no politic here, no politic here.
wow, we're a politics-free zone. The reason I'm saying this, obviously, you'll have heard this already. The thing I have to talk about today, I can't not talk about this because it's made me so angry. I cannot explain to you how angry this has made me. You know, I've played this game for... Hang on.
Yeah, too long.
16 years, okay?
Yeah.
Since Wrath of the Lich King, okay? This one video game. I am a gamer, right? I've had a Game Boy, I've had a NES, I've had a SNES, I've had
He
an
is a
N64,
gamer boy.
I've had
and he won't say see you later
PlayStation
boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've had an Xbox 360 and whatever the fuck the Xbox is now. I can't even remember, like Xbox X or whatever. I'm sitting here in front of a fucking
Xbox
PC
Triple X
with a 4090 in it, okay? I am a gamer. I am old school. I've played a lot of video games in my life, all right? The reason I'm giving these credentials right here is so that you can believe me that it's coming from a loving and good place when I say gamers are fucking idiots. Like, among
true, we are.
the most stupid people in the entire world. And I'm using the word gamers to be very clear here, okay? Like, a gamer is really cool, like me. Like you, Thunders, like any individual person in this chat, right? A gamer is a cool fucking dude. Like, you know, ripped, attractive, sweet smelling, knowledgeable on a wide range of topics and subjects and conversation topics, right? Gamers are fucking idiots. And like, particularly in the last couple of years, I feel,
No,
like,
In the last couple of decades, I fear.
I feel like gamers have become more stupid in the last few years, and that's a shame, isn't it? And I think, you know, often the WoW community makes me just go, oh yeah, these are my people.
Yeah, these are my mates.
My people right here. My people. The WoW community is often the kindest, loveliest, like most sincere, beautiful community in the world. Oh my god, I wouldn't have been in the community for so long if that wasn't the case. I've met some of the most wonderful people I've ever met in my entire life through the WoW community. I've met some of my best friends ever through playing this video game.
I mean, look who's
Obviously, the
talking. This
community's
is a pretty
wonderful,
lovely
but there
man.
are times, aren't there? There
Look
are
who's talking.
times when it doesn't exactly cover itself in glory. Okay, so
Vainglorious,
and I
yes.
think the comments on this story, I'm going to go as far as to say that I think the comments on this story are the most stupid I've ever seen the WoW community be. I can't remember a time when I've been more disappointed with the stupidity of like people commenting on some WoW news. It's some of the comments on this are mind-blowing, like mind-blowing in how they willfully misunderstand what even happened. And I don't know how we got here. I don't know what this is. Let's read the story first of all, so we know.
Yeah, please,
where
God.
we are, right? And
Someone's
what's
got to
even
read
going on.
it.
Kamala Harris
Lord
campaign
knows I
live
didn't.
from Azeroth presidential rally live stream hosted by Preheat. For the first time ever, World of Warcraft will be featured during a national election. It's not actually the first time ever, but whatever. As the Kamala Harris campaign for president hosts content creator and mage guide writer Preheat during a rally tonight in Arizona. As reported by Wired, Preheat will be streaming World of Warcraft on presidential candidate Kamala Harris's Twitch account, so we probably should read the Wired article. I can't be bothered though, because this is the Wowhead article is where most people got this news from. So, you know, this is what we're going to take it from, okay? Most people in our community got it from anyway. Preheat will be
Yeah,
streaming
most people didn't even go to the Wowhead page to read the news. Most people definitely did not go to the original Wired
World of
article.
Warcraft on presidential candidate Kamala Harris's Twitch account during a Tim Walz rally in Arizona. There's a fucking word salad. Playing World of Warcraft and providing commentary in an effort to connect with younger, disaffected voters.
Yeah,
Now,
other 40-year-olds.
A number of thoughts spring to mind upon reading this news. Thought number one, what the fuck younger voters are they hoping to attract? Like,
I said the same fucking
whose
thing.
fucking idea was that?
Great
It's like,
minds think
dude,
alike.
how are we gonna get these disaffected younger voters? I got it! I got it! World of Warcraft! And Volts
Yeah.
is like, oh yeah,
That's
man,
what we're all
that's my
playing.
boy. That's the game. Get him in. Get him
That's
through
what
the
all
door.
us-
Get him in
look
with
at my
the promise of
hairline now.
WoW, and
Young
then
guns
sell them
are
on communism,
playing.
which is, as we all know, is Volts' thing, right? Absolutely. So it's like, you know, get them in with the promise of WoW, and then poison. Get the political poison in their ears, right? So
Yeah, just
I
drip,
guess
drip,
in
drip, the
voting
poison
terms,
in
maybe
their
under
ear.
anyone under the age of 40 is young, but yeah, it's interesting. That was my first thought, my literal first thought. My second thought was, this is cringe as fuck. Obviously, like,
Yeah.
it's always cringe as fuck when political candidates get involved with video games, right? You know, I almost prefer it when political candidates say that video games are bad and try and blame bad things on video games, like
Almost.
Trump does, than when they try and pretend that they like video games or care about video games. I think, like, pretending to care is even more cringe. Like, you know, at least Trump, when he was like, I blame school shootings on violent video games, and his team literally put out a video compilation of violent video game moments, and he tried to like blame school shootings on that shit. That's evil and bad and wrong, okay? But it's not as cringe as this. This is some cringe fucking shit. Like, it's cringe. My third thought is, who the fuck cares? Like, you know, wow, awesome. I wouldn't do that. I certainly wouldn't go to a fucking, so you're for Trump? I do not vote in the US elections, so I don't have to vote for any of those fucking shit shows.
Well,
Like, I don't have to vote.
Easy to say from the UK, where your choices most recently were what? Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, Nigel Farage. Like, what a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's horror show of candidates on your end, my friend. I don't think he's got too much room to crow about the quality of the USA political candidates, although ours will certainly be responsible for a lot more death and blood. So, you know, we have that going for us, I guess.
Vote for the racist psychopath or the genocidal maniac. So I'm fine, man. My hands are clean. This is like right? But the thing is, right? This is cringe as fuck, obviously, but who cares, man? Who gives a shit? Like, so what? It's a streamer going on someone else's stream to try and do their bit to help support a political party that they support. And, you know, in a land of free speech and free, like, expression...
That's not Britain, by the way. That's not the UK. There's no free speech in Britain, love. You can get your ass sued, you will. We get the free speech over here in the States, lucky us.
You might not agree with that guy's politics, but surely no one would disagree with his right to express those politics, right? You might judge him an idiot for having those beliefs, but surely I don't think anyone is saying you shouldn't express those beliefs. So what is this not, before we read any comments? This is not Blizzard or World of Warcraft doing literally anything. This is not Blizzard getting involved with any political campaign. This is not World of Warcraft getting involved with any political campaign. This is a streamer going on someone else's stream, and they just happen to be playing the video game that they play, which is World of Warcraft, which is
pretty cringe
to do on a stream. Believe it or not, I have never asked Blizzard's permission to.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's illegal. It's perfectly legal to stream incredibly compelling gameplay like this. This is actually completely legal in the United States, if you can believe it. No one's gonna stop me.
Play WoW on this stream because I don't fucking have to, because that's not how fucking stream works. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Can you imagine, like, if tactically, literally anyone streaming World of Warcraft on Twitch right now were considered representatives of Blizzard and Blizzard's political affiliation? Can you fucking imagine? Yeah, the stream...
I can imagine that, in fact.
It's right, let them do what they want. So I don't know anything about Preheat. I know that he tried to sue some dude, which was also cringe as fuck. Seems like he might be a bit cringe as fuck. I don't know. But anyway, so like, at no point during, like, this tweet or the headline of the article or the article itself or the original Wired article, at no point is it suggested that this is a Blizzard-sanctioned event, or that it's something Blizzard have put into the game, or that it's something WoW are doing. At 0 point. There's no way you can take that from any of the things we've read so far. Shall we read some of the comments? I literally play the game to get away from reality, but reality is finding its way into WoW. Willing to bet that this stunt will create some division in the community. Proof is in this thread. Sad. Why is that
sad?
Why are you
it's so sad,
man.
man.
What the fuck?
It's so sad, and this is the sound of my tears from how sad it is.
How does a streamer who you don't watch going on a stream that you don't watch bringing real life into your video game? How is it doing that? How does that work? No! And I'm sorry, I'm done with this shit. I've had this all day. You are an idiot. This is absolutely cringe as fuck. correct.
Yeah, it is cringe.
I'm so fucking proud of the comments on this post. Louis, you're a fucking idiot. This just alienates at least half the community, if not more. I mean, probably true, but probably not half of Preheat's community, right? Who, if they follow him, probably have, like, you know, are at least tolerant of his political views and at most completely agree with them, right?
Yeah, that's why I've got so
Wowhead's
many
gone woke.
raging right-wingers
WoW
in
is
here.
dead. WoW is dead because someone is playing WoW on a stream. WoW is dead because someone I don't agree with politically is playing WoW on the stream. Don't worry
son
about
of a
short-term
bitch.
or long-term optics. They're going to ban and mute anyone who disagrees. Now, if they're talking about the political stream, probably yes. Because I think you should ban anyone being a prick in your stream. But I think the Pun King thinks they're talking about Blizzard here. I feel like the Pun King thinks they are talking about Blizzard. Keep real-world politics out of games. These people literally think that...
Well, real world politics is going on all around you, regardless. You can no more keep real world politics out of games than keep water out of a fish's mouth, brother.
This is like a Blizz sanctioned event. I think they're talking about Wowhead. I don't think they are. And anyway, it is like legitimate WoW news. Like, if Trump was playing WoW on stream, that would be WoW news, and I would want to know it, even if I don't support Trump, right? That's like, it's WoW news. That's WoW news, right? Of course it is. Like,
It's news.
It's not bringing politics. It's not Wowhead bringing politics into the game by reporting on, like, interesting news, right? And also, there's a whole lot of people basically, like, grifting off this and making money on this right now. And
It's a
lying
real
about
dog
it
bites
and
man
saying that
story.
It was Blizz sanctioned, and that I've seen people in my own comments saying that this was on World of Warcraft's official Twitch stream, which is shit that people are just making up. Okay, there are
Making up
people
shit is fun,
doing
though.
right-wing grifting on this right now and lying about it. And if Wowhead didn't report it, then the only way you'd be hearing about this was from people lying about it. Like, you need to have a legitimate news source on this as well, you know? Like, people play WoW to escape real life. Politics has no place in WoW. It's not in WoW. You're a fucking idiot, Christian Ambriz. I'm really sorry. You're a fucking idiot. Nope, we go to Azeroth to leave this Earth behind. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. The amount of people who genuinely think that this is like Blizzard putting this into the game is... I have to wonder what is fucking wrong with you people. What is fucking wrong with you people that you think this is a Blizzard thing? Like, I am so sad that you people are such fucking idiots. Why are you so stupid? Why are these people so stupid? I honestly don't think that I've ever seen the community be this stupid about something before. Trump has streamed on Twitch before, though. That isn't Twitch supporting one party or another, right? Yeah, exactly. And it's certainly not the fucking game that he played, if he did play one streaming on Twitch, either. Exactly. Like, and that's the thing, you know? Like, I can talk politics when I'm playing WoW on my stream. No one thinks that that is Blizzard endorsing those politics. You can have people on Twitch saying the most Nazi fucking shit imaginable while they're playing WoW. No one thinks that that is WoW or Blizzard endorsing those views, and it's idiotic to think that Preheat going onto anyone's stream is doing that either. You know, of course it's not. He's not affiliated with Blizzard. He's not employed by Blizzard. He's not doing it as part of an official Blizzard event or organization. Like, you know, it's insane. And some of these comments are wild, but it gets worse because, you know, that's just like your basic level idiocy, okay? That's just being a little bit stupid. That's just going, I have not read the headline properly. I've certainly not read the fucking article. I've just assumed something with zero evidence, and I'm treating that as fact, and I'm getting angry.
And that's how I get my news. That's where I get my factual information about the world from.
About it.
That's how news works.
That is incredibly stupid. Don't get me wrong. That is so fucking low IQ. Yeah, I'd expect nothing more of you, Thunders, honestly. That is so low IQ that it's almost painful. However, This is a different level of idiocy that we're going into now. Okay, so I tweeted about this because you have to tweet about it. Obviously, it's the news, right?
It's fun to tweet
you
things.
know my views on it. I think it's cringe as fuck, but I'm not going to lose any like pubes over it. And my tweet was this: this is not WoW putting politics in the game. Blizzard had nothing to do with this event. It's literally someone you don't like playing the game, which is fine, but nothing to do with the game. Which I think is a pretty clear tweet, right? You know, just in case, you know, if you'd seen the Wowhead article and you were a bit stupid and you didn't understand it, okay, and you know, maybe you replied to it.
I'd noticed one of my
not understanding
creatine
it.
capsules
Okay,
had
maybe then you come across
disappeared.
this tweet. And this tweet
Never
very
forget to take your
explicitly
creatine.
clarifies, no, this is not a Blizzard event. It's not anything in the game at all. It's just someone playing the game on stream. Would you like to read some of the replies to this?
Shut up.
Shut up. It's definitely bringing politics
Shut up,
into the
said
game,
Hackman.
and you're only
Said
engagement
the
baiting.
original
Fuck you and your
Hackman.
commie followers who all have TDS. This tweet has been deleted, but it was a take. Now, obviously, a lot of these comments are going to completely agree with me. So this comment did not turn up when we were looking through comments just now, but I loved it so much I had to put it in. I am so proud of these comments. No one wants your bullshit politics in your games. They don't escape reality. You guys are huge dumbass hypocrites. Maybe you guys should be taxed to high hell. And it's like,
That's not how taxes
why
work.
are you this dumb?
Like that's not how taxes work. There isn't a way to use taxes like that.
Why are you this stupid? Why are you so angry at Blizzard that a completely unaffiliated streamer is going and doing some political activism? Like, Jesus Christ, yeah. Nothing hypocritical about a very right-wing person calling for taxations on corporations, though, is there? At least this guy's not a fucking hypocrite. I just don't believe in high taxes for corporations, except corporations that I think are woke. But yeah, I have to say, I mean, I do agree with the second half of his tweet, but that doesn't take anything away from the stupidity of the first half of his tweet, okay? The duality of man. This dude got so angry, he actually angered himself into half-decent politics for a second here. Also, I've got to say, dude, if you do want Blizzard to be taxed, you should probably vote Dem. Like, if it's true that you really want Blizzard taxed, I mean, neither of them are really going to do it, but the Dems probably have more chance, right? I think we've decided who you're going to vote for. Surely you would have the same opinion if it was the other party being broadcasted. No party is being broadcasted! They're broadcasting on their own Twitch channel! Like, that's like going online and being like, I fucking hate you, Blizz, because I hate Taliesin, and I hate that you're broadcasting him on his Twitch channel. Why, Blizz, why do you keep broadcasting Taliesin on his Twitch channel? Why do you keep doing that? Jesus fucking Christ. No, Air, no. You are a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I can't pretend these people aren't fucking idiots anymore. I can't pretend that these people aren't stupid. They are.
I mean, just be glad they aren't voting in your elections, Tally. Like, these guys over here, these are the guys that are going to vote.
They're the biggest idiots I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. It's not WoW putting politics in the game. It's the politicians using the game we love for political purposes, yes. And players shouldn't tolerate that. Fine. It's disingenuous of you to say they are just playing the game. But that is just what they're doing. Like, you can make your decision on how you feel about that one particular streamer and that one particular political candidate based on those actions. A, you can't expect everyone to have the same opinion as you on that. And B, what the fuck? What's that got to do with us correcting people about this not being a Blizzard event? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Kamala definitely plays fucking Resto Shami. Yeah, you know it. This isn't a stupid comment, but I'm going to read it anyway. I'm not from the US and I don't care, but my POV, it looks like Lee Chung's situation, but some people find themselves on the other side. So, just to clarify, he's talking about when Lee Chung went on a Hearthstone stream and said, free Hong Kong, which we all agree was a very bad punishment that he shouldn't have got. As predicted, by anyone that thought about it rationally, had nothing to do with China or Tencent, and it was literally just someone working for Blizzard, like HR or whatever, who decided on that punishment because they didn't find the behavior appropriate, as Schreier has like clarified in his new book with his interviews. But yeah, it's not the same though, because that was an official Blizzard stream. That was an official stream that he said that on. So it's not a comparison at all, because we're talking about someone streaming literally in their own fucking time, nothing to do with WoW, not promoted by WoW, not on a WoW channel, like doing his job and going streaming on someone else's stream. Well, they wanted to send a message with it. Yeah, but that's what you always want to send a message when you ban someone. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That would be the case if you ban someone for saying the N-word as well.
Yeah, the message is don't do that shit. That's obviously why you would ban anyone.
Well, like, and you know that I agree with Li Cheng. You know that, like, well, you know that I literally took the mic up to people who were saying the same thing in the WoW Q&A, right? And by the way, I got into zero trouble for doing that. I didn't get in trouble for wearing a Free Hong Kong pin as I was doing the WoW Q&A. I didn't get in trouble for allowing people to say Free Hong Kong on the mic on the BlizzCon live stream. I didn't get in trouble for interrupting someone as they were making a question so I could walk across the room and take the mic to that kid, who's turned out to be a right fucking weirdo, actually. So he could say Free Hong Kong. Like, I got into no trouble for that. But if I was taking part in like a WoW event, you know, and I was doing an official interview on their official channel afterwards, if I had stopped as host, if I had stopped someone talking, if I had encouraged someone to say Free Hong Kong, as the hosts on that broadcast did, then I still think it would be wrong for me to get in trouble, but I wouldn't be surprised if I got in trouble in that situation. Does that make sense? Punishment in that situation is kind of meaningful to the stand that I would be making. Like, my stand in that situation is more meaningful because it's so obvious and expected that I would get punished for it. Does Blizz have the ability to tell a campaign not to promote a game, like how musicians tell campaigns to stop playing songs? Well, here's the thing. You know when musicians tell campaigns to stop playing songs? They can't. Because basically no musicians own the fucking rights to their songs. So all of the times you see people on Twitter going, well, Trump's in trouble now for using our song. It's like, no, he's not. They will have paid the license from the people that actually own the license to that music, and everything's fine. Like, if he hasn't paid the license for it, yeah, then he's going to be...
Well, in Trump's specific case, he actually does just not pay for it. But I can see why he would make that conclusion living in the UK.
In a very, very small amount of trouble. But that won't include not being able to play the song anymore. He'll have to pay a small fine. Like, people don't understand how shit works. And likewise, you can't stop people streaming your game. You can't do it. Like, Blizzard literally, like, the only way Blizz can stop someone streaming their game is by canceling their account and banning them from the game. You can't stop someone streaming your game on a live stream. It's just, you just can't do it. It would be an issue. A, it would be an issue for Twitch and not for Blizzard. But B, like, you know, Twitch can ban certain games, I guess, but why would they? I haven't seen Blizzard promote the rally, so why is this an issue? Why indeed?
Why indeed?
But wasn't it on the World of Warcraft Twitch channel? No, it wasn't. But people genuinely believe this because we've gone into, like, and here's the thing, we've gone beyond the people just misunderstanding this and getting angry about it phase now. Now, we are well and truly into the right-wing grifter phase on this, where people will just be telling lies about it. People who know that it had nothing to do with Blizz. People who know that it wasn't promoted on Blizzard, on WoW's Twitch channel. Like, who will just be lying about it for money at this point. And that's why it's important that the real story is on Wowhead and is on Wired or whatever. You know? Because that's how you make money on the internet. Tally included, without which he doesn't get paid. No, but I'm not spreading disinformation about it, and I'm not lying. There's a huge difference. There is a huge difference between someone telling the truth and reporting news and someone lying for money, and I can't believe I even have to explain that. Who's this fucking bot? He was obviously paid. Question is, was he paid? or was Wowhead paid? Now, this is a very, very stupid comment on many different levels. Do you remember when I said that we're onto the stage now of people will just start lying about this? It's not just that. It won't be people just lying about it. It'll be people trying to argue that the thing they were angry about wasn't the thing that they were obviously very angry about, okay? It's called a Mott and Bailey. They went out, like, you know how a Mott is like a castle up on a hill, and then like the Bailey is a more difficult to defend wall around the Mott, right? So what you do is, with a Mott and Bailey argument, is you make a objectively incorrect or inflammatory or very extreme argument, and then when you're challenged on that argument, you retreat to a completely different argument which is much easier to defend. That's what's known as a Mott and Bailey argument, and you're going to be seeing people do this a lot.
Very well explained
with this subject right now.
Very succinctly explained.
They were wrong about this being a WoW endorsed event, or this being something that was happening in game, or this being Blizzard promoting voting or voting for a certain candidate. They were wrong about that, even though they've...
Well, we've tried a little bit of trying to worm our way into tens. But it seems like no tens are biting. The hot sauce is biting. Ooh boy, that hot sauce. Oh my god, I love that hot sauce. But oh man. So maybe we give up on the dream of a 10 for tonight, and just try and get our little cutie patootie into a 9. After all, we've 2-chested a 9 just last night. And that would be reflected in anyone that mouses over my stats and sees my rating. So there's literally no reason for me not to get into any 9 I want, especially for Grimbatal, Miss Eterna Scythe, Dawnbreaker. And yet...
very, very clearly commented that that was happening. And when they've been challenged on that and called fucking moronic ignoramuses who can't fucking read, probably because they're so blinded by their own hateful politics, when they're proven objectively wrong about that, they retreat into a completely different argument that is easier to defend. J.K. Rowling does this all the fucking time. You know, someone on Twitter will be like, I fucking hate trans people and we should kill them. And like J.K. Rowling will be in the comments like, yeah, I support you, friend. You're brilliant. And people will be like, J.K., I don't think you should be supporting someone saying that they would kill all trans people. And then J.K. Rowling goes, hey, I'm supporting her because of the work she does with children's charities. What? I'm not even allowed to support. She's just looking out for women's rights. I support her because of all the work she does for women's rights. Like, people do this all the fucking time. And that's exactly what Sean Clark is doing here. He was obviously paid. It turns out he probably wasn't paid because people aren't usually paid to take part in political rallies because it's usually something people do for free. So that's probably wrong. But
it's
even
called
if it's
volunteering.
Not wrong, it just doesn't fucking matter because, like, if I take a fucking Squarespace spot, does that mean like that World of Warcraft support Squarespace? Like, no. No one's like, I can't believe WoW supports Squarespace over any other internet provider, like web page making site. I use it all the time, as you can tell. Because I saw an advert of them on Taliesin's channel. Like, no one thinks that, you know? Accepting money off of a company to advertise them on your stream or to appear on their stream for money still wouldn't make this WoW doing the thing. Still wouldn't make it the thing. It's completely irrelevant. The question is, was he paid or was Wowhead paid? This is stupid as well. Again, it wouldn't fucking matter if Wowhead were paid. Who fucking cares? Because again, they can do anything they want. They can advertise whatever they want, and that doesn't reflect on fucking WoW just because they're reporting WoW news. It's a completely meaningless thing to care about or argue. But also it's fucking stupid because no, obviously Wowhead weren't fucking paid for preheat to go on a fucking stream and play WoW. Why would you pay Wowhead for that? Why would you pay Wowhead for that? Why would you go, I want to get this guy preheat on our stream. I better go to fucking Wowhead and ask if we can give them some money for him to do that. Why would you do that? That makes literally zero fucking sense. It's the most idiotic thing I've ever seen in my entire life. These people are so fucking brain dead. Sean Clark, you're a fucking ignoramus. Wow.
Damn, this really got his goat.
Got paid, I guess. But again, who cares? What? How does that prove the initial point that WoW is putting politics in their game? How does that prove it? It doesn't. It's a classic Mott and Bailey. Classic Mott and Bailey. Like, they've shown their entire ass by saying something completely false and going, WoW are putting politics in their game. And when that's been easily disproven, they've gone back to a much more defensible argument, but which isn't related of, yeah, but who got paid for it? Irrelevant. It wouldn't matter if I got fucking paid for it. It wouldn't have made your initial point any less stupid. And that's why you shouldn't engage with these people. You should just call them fucking idiots and move on. Wish I could take my own advice on that. I love this comment though. Oh, to say this isn't political is hopefully ignorant. It's not political on Blizzard's part, okay? Which I think I made pretty fucking clear, right? To say this isn't political is hopefully ignorant. No one cares about your politics. The game is a sanctuary. It sounds like B Weaver does care about other people's politics quite a fucking lot though, doesn't it? I'm not sure that B Weaver actually doesn't care about other people's politics. It sounds to me like he cares about other politics quite a fucking lot. It sounds to me that all someone has to do is be someone who plays WoW and go on a political rally and this dude shits fucking blood about it. It sounds to me like he cares more about other people's politics than basically any other politics. This game is a sanctuary, a fantasy away from the real world. Trying to merge the two is the definition of worlds colliding. Well, it's cringe on the Democrats' part, but again, Mott and Bailey argument, because the thing we're talking about is people blaming Blizzard for this. Like, very, very disingenuous argument here. I'm sure you all are nice people like most, but there's a clear, correct position here, and it's not this. I fucking dread to think what he considers the correct position to be. Like, is his position that he thinks independent streamers should not be able to voice political opinions? Is that his clearly correct position? Is it his position that he thinks people should have to get permission from WoW before they're allowed to stream WoW to make sure their values align? I disagree. I think that's very dumb. I didn't say it wasn't political. I said it wasn't Blizzard being political because they haven't done anything. This isn't something that's been added to the game. Now, there's a reply on this I haven't read. What's the betting that he goes even more into Mott and Bailey here? Completely, like, disregards the point that I've been making in every single tweet and gets angry and, like, about a completely different point that he's brought up.
Pretty high.
That's fair. B Weaver just fucking knocked it out of the park, mate. B Weaver grew and learned. That was a bigger fucking plot twist than Sixth fucking Sense, mate. I was not expecting it, but I'm totally here for it. I'm not an American, and for the record, I think all American politics are a circus.
We'll do a little dome breaker.
Not understanding that Blizz
We'll do a
clearly
little
had to
dome
sanction
breaker, we
this
will, yeah.
is wild. Static. I have to ask, how the fuck do you think Twitch works? Can we? I'm sorry. Can we just go and have a look at Twitch right now? Let's go and see Twitch. Let's have a look. Let's search for World of Warcraft on Twitch. There are currently 37,000 people playing 37,000 people watching World of Warcraft at the moment, but there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. What do you think? At a rough estimate, how many people are playing WoW right now? Hundreds. Hundreds of people playing World of Warcraft on Twitch right now. And Static, on the internet, in their infinite wisdom, thinks that every single one of these people has been sanctioned. Static thinks that every single one of these people has been through some kind of vetting process and has been officially sanctioned by
Yeah,
Blizzard
man, they vetted me,
Entertainment.
dude.
This is insane.
They vetted my
And
ass.
presumably, they think that's the same for every game, right? Presumably, they think that's the same for League of Legends.
They did a background
Every
check
single
on
person
me,
playing
dude.
League of Legends right now, which is probably
They vetted me.
thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of people playing League of Legends on Twitch right now, has had express permission to do so. Does this person think that before he goes on stream and plays WoW, Asmongold gets permission off of Blizz? And therefore, anything that he
I mean,
says
I do.
on stream, any political opinion he makes
I
on
get
stream
permission
is
from
like
Blizz.
sanctioned by Blizz? This is madness. This is insane. That like this is out of all of them, this is like the wildest take of all. This idea that not understanding that Blizzard clearly had to sanction this is wild. And then I'm a bad person, obviously, because I'm trying to obfuscate it. Asmon doesn't play WoW. Asmon's had more views playing WoW in the last year than I've had in my entire career. I mean, he doesn't play WoW, but, you know, he gets a lot of views. And he has played WoW in the last year. Just doesn't fucking... He plays WoW, he just doesn't fucking understand it. Come on, man, stop being this dense.
There is a certain amount of understanding you achieve by doing 100 mythic plus keys in a pug to grind your way up to Keystone Hero. You do gain a certain level of understanding. No joke. Like, I'm much better at these dungeons and at Mythic Plus now than I was 100 dungeons ago. Pretty obviously. I should
on
be.
Purpose for the sake of argument. This person who thinks that all people who stream WoW are officially sanctioned by Blizzard thinks I am being dense on purpose. Okay, this is going to be a weird one. Nothing wrong with him playing and giving his personal political opinions, correct? But he's not streaming from his own account, correct? In fact, he's streaming on the current presidential candidate's Twitter account on behalf of their vice president's rally. Correct? Who isn't even paying him. Correct? That's the issue. What's the issue? Wait, I'm just like, what? What the fuck?
He was so close.
The creator to make some quick cash in politics to inorganically drive uninformed young voters into their camp. Again, I'm not going to pick up on the use of the word young here, okay?
So it sounds like this guy's specific problem is, and I can say this would be true. I've seen this in my own stream, that it's not that Preheat received any compensation from the campaign. It's that his stream would have performed better because he agreed to do this. And in that way, he would make more money from his stream. That sounds like that's the problem the guy is zeroing in on here.
But no. And like, if all of this is true, it's objectively sleazy for the creator to make some quick cash and politicians to inorganically drive uninformed young voters. Again, that doesn't mean that
Why am I
Blizz is
falling
putting
through the
politics
ship,
into the
dude?
game. I can't cope with all these people making up stuff. Like, this Mott and Bailey thing is insane. Like, making a statement, being proved wrong about that statement, and then pretending that you are arguing something completely different all along. It's insane. I can't believe this actually
I was
fucking
guilty of
works
this
for
a
these
lot
people.
when I was younger.
And I might add, if it was the other way around, a supporter of Trump did a sponsored WoW stream, Blizz would go out of their way to unequivocally distance themselves from the stream event. Blizzard haven't done anything to promote this event. They've done nothing to promote this event. It's got no promotion or endorsement from Blizzard at all. So there's no double standard. This is fucking insane. These people are idiots.
It's a hallucination.
These people are fucking idiots. And I swear to God, oh my God, I've seen some bad days in the WoW community, right? I've seen some days where people are just willfully stupid. But this, today,
There've been a
I've never
few.
seen anything like it in my entire life. I wasn't online for Gamergate. You know, that I wasn't like an internet personality during that, and I wasn't really, you know, doing a lot online in those days. I was like blissfully offline, so maybe it was worse then, right? But this is insane. This is like so low IQ. This is so stupid.
So
it's actually
low.
making me really sad. It's like, yeah, that thing you've made up in your head would be a double standard, but it's not what's happening.
But it's not actually
like,
real.
You can't tell me this thing that I've just made up isn't a double standard. It's like, yeah, you're right. That thing would be a double standard.
If it
I'm
ever
really
happened.
sorry, Fused. No, that's a terrible, terrible take.
Run out.
If Donald Trump tried to do this, we all know Blizz would have unforeseen maintenance during the whole live stream. Lol.
No, they wouldn't.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't.
I don't think if Donald Trump streamed WoW to potentially millions of people, I don't think anyone in Blizz would be like, oh, we've got to shut that shit down. We can't have that guy bringing millions of eyeballs to our game because he's a fucking idiot. And the evidence for that is that they don't shut the game down when Asma's playing it. So it's not being dumb. Oh, this guy's a piece of work. You're gonna like this one. It's not being dumb. Clearly, if Blizzard wanted to keep politics out of the game, they wouldn't allow the game to be streamed for a political campaign. Indirectly, Blizzard is giving this the okay. If the Trump campaign did
it's tacit permission.
So I think
they're giving tacit permission, bro.
Wonderful, beautiful nonsense that people are like spouting out of their drooling mouths on this. This is my favorite type of comment. The idea that Blizzard,
be careful. That could kill
like,
me.
endorses this tactically by allowing it to happen. Either they've sanctioned it, or they've given permission for it, or, you know, they haven't like taken the game down while it's happening and stuff. And I can see there's a reply on my reply to this, and I can't wait to read it because I haven't read it yet. So you think people should only be allowed to stream WoW on Twitch if they get Blizzard's permission first? What a stupid idea from a stupid moron. Okay, so
that's a good rejoinder.
Right, okay, so okay. I probably shouldn't have put that last bit in. And the reason I shouldn't have put that last bit in was not because it's not a stupid comment from a stupid moron, but because now his reply only needs to address that. Like,
in fairness, it was really
very
funny,
high
though.
percentage chance
In
that
fairness,
his
it
reply
was very
is gonna
funny.
only focus on the fact that I called him a stupid idea from a stupid moron, and not address the thing I've said. Like, I've given him a free out here. He's going to do the thing that the right wing always does of going,
So much for the tolerant left.
Watch your step.
So much for the tolerant left.
oh wait, what's there? Wait a minute. I've got a clip. I still got this clip somewhere. Hang on. If I can't find it straight away, I won't bother. Hang on. But
we got some bodies.
No. Shut the fuck up, dude. You said no. You are lying about me saying, like, that it's entirely this thing.
He told me
you
to
are
shut the fuck
saying
up,
that
dude.
I'm saying something extreme when I'm not.
told me to shut
I'm
the fuck
saying
up,
it does
dude.
both.
Oh, wow.
Like, you're pretending that I'm saying it's purely this thing or purely that thing.
Look,
you're
the victory
imposing the
pose.
extremity on the thing. I never said anything.
Get a blowy
extreme.
pose.
Dude, you're the extreme thing. Again, if you allow
You're
me
the
to speak
extreme
and you
thing.
don't get emotional.
I told him to shut the fuck up in a heated expression, and like all people like this, he pulled the whole, oh wow, oh so emotional. Why can't you just be calm and reasoned like me? Why can't you just be civil in this conversation like me?
Keep that little smug.
You think that makes you look good? No, not in a vacuum, no. But when you compare it to like what I'm responding to, because when someone goes like this, oh my god, why can't you be calm and civil? It doesn't hold quite as much weight when just before they were doing this.
You would be able to follow along much better in this argument. Taliesin, you are a moron because you lie through your teeth. You just invent shit. You how bonkers you are. Oh my god, this guy is nuts, bro. Taliesin, you absolute cretin. Like, holy shit, bro. What are you talking about? You fucking idiot. Taliesin has proved first and foremost that he doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on in life. Taliesin being the smartest man in the fucking room. Let's go. Taliesin, this guy should stop streaming. What the f was his
Oh, that's
point?
mean.
Like, that's enough
No, we
brain
shouldn't.
damage for today.
Dude, shut the fuck up. No, shut the fuck up, dude.
Wow.
You said, wow. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think you do look pretty bad if you pull the whole, where's the civility after that? Yeah, I think you do, actually, yeah. Wow. And that's the thing, right? That's why I put this cut together, because you would never see that bit before if I hadn't. You know? Like, someone would cut it and someone put it on the internet, and just like you did, having seen it completely out of context, they would go, well, Taliesin comes off really badly there. And like, because that's what people do on the internet, right? And I think it's like, it's important to show the context of these moments, right? And I think that's very important. Anyway, sorry, one sec. So that's why I keep it. That's why I keep it, just in case anyone ever wants to bring that shit up again. And Akalon knows I've got it. And that's exactly what I expect to happen here. Now, listen, I've been surprised once already. Maybe I'll be surprised again, because, you know, I think that this guy is going to only reply to me calling it a stupid idea from a stupid moron. Maybe he'll surprise me. Maybe he will actually address my point. So you think people should only be allowed to stream WoW on Twitch if they get Blizzard's permission first? That is clearly not what I said. Yeah, it is. I was pointing out the hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy, bro.
Wait.
Not the hypocrisy, bro.
I said in reply to, if Blizzard wanted to keep politics out of their game, they wouldn't allow the game to be streamed for a political campaign. So you're
They're
saying they should allow it to be
hypocrites,
streamed?
bro.
That's clearly not what I said. I think it is what you said. I think it is what you said. And to be very fair,
Oh man, we had a bunch of people take a bunch of damage there, but it's fine.
He didn't address the
Fine,
insult,
we get
and
to
that's
live.
really good on him. But also,
We
he's
get
a
to
lying
game
liar. He's lying.
on.
He's a big lying liar. Yeah, no, he did very explicitly say that. You must be mentally disabled, holy. Mentally disabled. Now, does this person mean I'm mentally disabled and holy? Or did he have
like
a
the
seizure before
Pope.
we managed to finish the sentence? He did not reply to my response, so I think he might be dead.
He just owned him
Obviously
into
knew this was going
another
to
realm.
happen. And instead of putting their foot down and stopping it, they're allowing it. Okay, two very stupid points on this so far. One,
They're
the idea that Blizzard
allowing
knew
it,
about
bro.
it. Why?
Watch your step.
Again, this idea that, like, before we go live, we fucking, like, call Blizz and tell them?
Yeah, that's why I was half an hour late going live today. The all hands Zoom call with the Blizzard approved World of Warcraft streams. There was a little bit of extra stuff to cover in the Zoom call, so I was a little bit late.
Oh, Ian, Asmon's on the phone again. Oh, yeah, Asmon, go live.
Oh, yes,
That's
sir.
absolutely fine. Yeah, sure. Don't say anything political, though, Asmon, okay? Yeah, sure. Like, a fucking idiotic point to make in the first place.
It is a funny
the
one.
idea that instead of putting their foot down and stopping it, stopping what? Do we actually think Blizz
They have to put their foot
should,
down and put a
not allow
stop to
their game
this,
to be
bro?
streamed on certain Twitch channels? Like,
Watch your step.
that is A, something they do not have the power to stop, because only Twitch can do that. And B, something that would be outrageous if they ever did. Yeah, Twitch can, but we're not talking about Twitch, Rizvir. Blizz obviously knew this was going to happen. Blizz have no power to stop this. Twitch can cut off any stream they like. But let's see how high the fucking bar on that is. Twitch, you fucking suck. Twitch, you suck so much fucking balls. You're the worst company in the world. You make Blizzard look like fucking Mother Teresa. You suck. You give me fucking piles, Blizz.
Can you say that?
You give me heartburn. You make me
Can he
shit
say
actual
that,
blood
bro?
From my actual ass.
Can he say that
You
on
suck
Twitch,
so
bro?
much, Twitch. I hate you.
Run.
Can he say that, bro?
think I'm okay, you know. I think it's going to be all right. No, Blizzard have absolutely zero fucking power to stop someone streaming their game like on Twitch, beyond like banning that person's account. That's literally it. Ooh.
That would be kind of funny if Preheat got banned live.
Shall we? I'm an extreme conservative. I will not vote for Harris Waltz, but I also don't care about this event at all. I'll still be... Okay. I'm unmuting you. Well done. We've had a few unmutes on this stream so far. Why do you care what people say about the orange cunt and the black...
Wait, did someone just hero this? Seems like a crazy thing to do.
This person's getting banned just because my life's going to be much better without them. Don't need that person. You coming on Twitter and have to defend Blizzard is the tell.